Hello, everybody. I'm Ben Rudman, VP of Partnerships at CleverTap. We're an all-in-one customer engagement platform. I'm here to share strategies that wow your customers and look at some AI-powered solutions to implement those strategies. So in the next 20 minutes, we're going to cover what is the status quo, what are your current pain points, what does it look like to redefine segmentation, and what does it mean to personalize and the impact of building personalization into everything that you do, how to use AI to power customer engagement, and then unlocking limitless customer lifetime value. And this is our motto at CleverTap, and we want to unlock this for clients. So first, let's look at the pain points. So today, what a typical MarTech stack looks like is that it's difficult to integrate. Data might live in silos. You have analytics in one bucket. You have a data warehouse where your customer profiles might live. That's there. And then you have your engagement platform. And when your data lives in a warehouse, you can't make real-time decisions and personalization. And when your marketing team doesn't have access to analytics, they can't dive into the data and see what's converting and quickly re-engage or build personalized campaigns to customers. And just overall makes like a complicated workflow moving between tools and point solutions to bring this unified customer experience together. And worse is that when you start to build omnichannel messaging, how you bring your customers back into the app through push, email, WhatsApp, re-engagement campaigns. If you have multiple solutions for each channel, then you're not describing a customer journey and making decisions on what is best for each individual customer. And then again, like delays and segmentation, and if your data lives in a warehouse, might not be able to make real-time recommendations or personalization that's there. You might have a short look-back window. So, we're coming to the holidays and you're looking at seasonal. And if you only get a 3-month look-back window or a shorter time period, you can't go back and make that personalization possible. Again, the unified journey experience, and then bringing prediction into everything you do now as part of AI implementations. Okay, if your desired brand experience is to be received, if you're going to Disneyland, that's a controlled experience about what that looks like and what's going to happen. And you want to be happy. You want to have that experience, knowing that you're in the happiest place on earth, and leave smiling and have a good outcome. But then in the digital space, that journey is complicated. Everybody takes a different path. You need to understand what that path might look like. And this is where your customers derive value. So as they see more value in personalization, achieving the brand experience that you want to provide through omnichannel, that brings business value to you. And this is when you start to look at your customer lifetime value, when you have someone who is a fan of your brand, and this can be done through a unified tech stack. And so maximizing lifetime value is challenging. So, who are the right customers? How do you predict your lifetime value? How do they want to engage with you? What channels do you have access to? Again, building in personalization and then building in that long-term loyalty into your app. And so one of the key factors that marketers say is like having a unified platform is the biggest challenge that they see. They're logging in on other systems and they can't have this unified approach. And so when you want to maximize customer lifetime value, run experiments, tailor that experience, you want to sort of bucket this in understanding your customer, optimizing, and then engage when you understand what it means to build that brand loyalty and trust with them. And so let's look at how we can sort of redefine segmentation and personalization and bring this data to power great AI experiences. And so today, when looking at sort of looking at a CDP or a unified view of a customer across channels. How do you bring in events that happen in other sources, offline capabilities? How do you capture all those events in one platform? As well as at CleverTap, we have an ability of a 10-year look back window. So that history that you have with customers is captured and always factored into the platform. And one of the pieces and strategies that you can do here is looking at next best action. So looking at customers, what they've done, and what are similar products to do cross-sell and upsell opportunities. So example, if I'm looking at shampoo, I might need conditioner as part of that. And so making those recommendations side by side based upon user history of other users who have built that product, you can now use that data to personalize your app experience. And so here's a case study with Dream 11, extremely large fantasy sports app, over 100 million customers. And so when a score happens, when a player swaps out, this changes, you need to be able to notify those customers of those breaking events and things that are happening in real time before you get your fantasy bets in place and make those predictions. And so being able to understand data at scale, know their personalized favorite teams that's there, and then deliver that message within a timely fashion at scale is extremely hard to do. But Dream 11 has a great example of how they were able to do this and optimize for the world's largest sporting events. Next, we look at using personalization based upon their purchasing behavior, who they are, and tailoring native experiences. So if you've shown interest in running, what a running shoe might look like, might be age dependent, might be brand affinity, but bring that personalization into the app itself, knowing the products and informations and things that they have looked at. And Tata Click is an example of what it means to implement personalization into your app. So when you provide a personalized experience, the customer wants to have personalization. Studies have shown, 75% plus of customers want that tailored personal experience based upon their shopping history and preferences that's there. And so when you implement into this app, this means increased revenue. It means increased engagement to you as part of your business by providing that value to your customers. Next, within a strategy around identifying risk users. So you want to proactively engage users that might churn from your app. So those that have previously transacted and haven't interacted with your app in some time, or they're viewing less pages. You want to understand where customers are in their buying cycle. Have they start to look at competitor apps and other services to make purchases that's there? And so here's where you want to look at what can be done to identify at-risk users. And so here's a great example of AI. So you can do RFM analysis, so understanding which users are at risk, predicting churn as a key, and addressing that, and then have personalized offers. Maybe you create a conversation with that customer. Maybe they have a personalized deal to retain those users that's there. And so within CleverTap, personalization and having AI-based product recommendations is built into the platform, and you have immediate access to this in all aspects of engaging with consumers, as well as the products and personalization of what you're displaying to them. And so we'll look deeper at some of the AI-powered customer engagements, and then how to show lifetime value, and then how to show ROI to your boss, to your teams in the work that you're doing. So a key piece here is omnichannel. So this is sort of the core component of being able to message cross platforms, being able to create journeys. And then more importantly is how do you know what is that onboarding experience look like? So you can A/B test an onboarding experience for a new customer built into what actions you want them to take as part of completing an onboarding flow. And this can give you insights into what's working. You can define variants and do creative testing all within one platform as a new customer comes into your app. Similarly, now it's like, can AI define journeys for me? And the answer is yes. You can look at history of users, what channel reaches them most effectively, what path leads to conversion, doing multivariate test analysis in journey campaigns is extremely complex and hard. And now you can use a feature called IntelliNode to develop this testing automatically and send customers on the right best performing path for them, all within one platform. Next, we want to, now that they've had a great onboarding experience, they've added something to their cart, how do, of course, you want to re-engage them to transact, to nudge them. This is where if you abandon checkouts, you want to make sure that you have the right automations and tools in place. I want to make sure that users aren't dropping off before a specific experience and to take that action and accelerate orders. And here's an example here with a customer brand. And so again, reaching cart abandonment, personalized campaigns, using the data and products that they looked at to re-engage them, being able to do this at scale in a timely manner, identifying at-risk customers or your best customers, giving them the right promotion segmentation. This drives a tremendous amount of ROI in revenue for your business. One of the cool new features within CleverTap is something called Scribe. And so when you're generating copy about what do you put in that push notification, you don't have an offer, but what does it look like? And what experience and emotion do you want to have behind it? So some users react to FOMO, fear of missing out, or some users have surprise and delight that you're sending this to me, and have personalized content available directly for me. And so, generating content as well as conveying the right emotion that you want to deliver in that message can now be done with AI-generated content. But more importantly, the emotional resonance with your customer really feels like you value them as an individual. And so we have a large food delivery app, Swiggy, and this is where they saw what is that impact of building emotionally context campaigns. We have a great emoji report coming out soon that shows the impact of emojis and which are effective and which are not. But more importantly, capturing the emotional sentiment in your delivery of messaging, drives to a high increase of conversions, users clicking on that push and coming back into your app. And now let's look at what it means to have limitless customer lifetime value. And so having within one platform to understand, optimize, and engage, and then having an AI layer that powers these elements creates, and maximizes customer experiences. And so what does it mean? Studies have shown that businesses that focus on customer lifetime value increase sales, as well as personalization. And what does it mean for your brand? What does it mean for the business outcomes that you're trying to address? And so CleverTap is built upon Tesseract DB, provides a 10-year look-back window of events and attributes. This is unmatched and parallel in market. And we provide, on top of having the best data, gives access to the best AI capabilities for personalization, being able to look at the scale of product SKUs and deliver performance messaging all within real time, all powered by Tesseract DB which powers the CleverTap all in one platform. And again, I'm here in San Francisco. We're all over the world. Over 100 growth unicorns use CleverTap. Large brands globally have access to this technology, all within their front end and their marketing and business teams. And as when you want to talk about what does it mean to implement customer engagement, what does it mean to implement AI tools at scale, we've released a new report and findings from Forrester to talk about the total economic impact. They researched and the diligence of going into this, and a new report shows that CleverTap, with an integrated platform stack with AI tools, provides a 561% return on investment. So investing in your customers and your business shows outcomes, and you'll see it every day in your campaigns, your customer retentions, your cost savings. So typically, you're not seeing overcharges, and you're able to use all your customer data in your campaigns, and then overall cost and savings. So thank you very much. I'm happy to sort of look at a few of the questions here. So CleverTap, how easy is it to integrate? And so the point is there's SDK enabling your channels. We plug into existing systems. So you have existing email set up. We can plug into those as well. We support server-to-server events that make additional implementation easy. And our teams help provide in that onboarding experience.
Benjamin, thank you so much, sir. Great presentation.